Okay. Yeah, you're live. Let's see if someone is watching. I guess maybe not. Doesn't matter. Let's kick this off. How about we play? So yeah, this is the second part of Lurker in the Crypt, part of Fatal Experiments. Adventure from the 90s. How about we start off by playing the executive summary that we recorded last time?
Yes. I will play it into my microphone, which I believe is right here. Here we go.
Your video is frozen here.
It is?
Yeah, Jax.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yes.
I'm gonna
That's weird. Hang on. Let me
I'm gonna go wired here, by the way. I forgot. A second.
try and restart it. How about now?
Now you're back.
Yeah, you're back.
I'm
You're
back.
back.
Okay. Cool. I plugged in a second screen. It's like it got confused a bit. All right. So we ready for the executive summary?
Yeah.
Here we go. Today is May 5th, 2020, and this is our new Call of Cthulhu adventure. Let's see, we were contacted by Sarah, the Keatling, the sister of the guy we went looking for before. She had a friend in New York City who had a horrible thing happen in the family. A young woman named Jennifer Hargrave was killed. Her father's Randolph Hargrave. We got together, we called him and talked to him about what had happened. She was brutally murdered. We got a newspaper article also that didn't give a lot of detail. And we decided to travel to New York City to help him out. So we got there, went to the hotel, met up with Tony's cousin who showed us around a bit. We saw the spot where the body was found nothing there. We did go talk to Hargrave. He didn't give us a whole lot of information, but mentioned a friend of Jennifer's named Anna. So we went to talk to Anna. She told us that Jennifer had been hanging out with unsavory jazz musicians and poets and artists. Just no good people. And she didn't know exactly where, but like probably jazz clubs in the Village and in Harlem. And she thought that Jennifer had lately been losing weight and seemed paler. But they were still friends, but that Jennifer had her own sort of life of other social circles that Anna was not a part of and stayed out of because she didn't want to be a part of it. And Anna also wonders if Jennifer had maybe been taking drugs or was sick. And two of us also went to the newspaper archive and found more articles about more strange sightings and occurrences in the area, written by the same journalist. I think they all were. So we could either talk to that journalist or talk to the people mentioned in the article because they were mentioned by name and address and everything. So, and now we're going to meet up at the police station, and that's the end.
There we go.
Cool. So, yeah, you meet up outside the police station, which is fairly close by to where you were.
Exactly.
In the newspaper. So do you want to discuss the news you have from both sides? Do you have anything to
Yes.
say?
I'm trying to remember who was where.
Me and Abby, we were at
the newspaper, I think.
Yeah, newspaper. We went to newspaper.
We talked to the reporter, and he had like 2 other newspaper clippings for us that seemed interesting to check out.
And we have, yeah.
What did the rest of us do? We went to.
We went to her friend. No, yeah, her friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Right. So we tell you guys what the two of you what the friend said about her hanging out with unsavory characters and stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We didn't really get a ton of leads out of that.
No. And the drug thingy.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so you decide to go into the police station. Do you go all of you, or?
Not sure. Maybe
Yeah.
whoever has the best persuade, maybe.
Hmm.
That kind of thing.
No, I don't have. It's not very high in my case.
No, me
I have-
neither.
49.
Oh, that's good. And I have 30.
I had
Maybe-
38.
But wasn't there another one? I have 30, but isn't there was a fast talk? Is also like persuade, right?
Yeah, it's related. So persuade is if you have like substance in your arguments. Fast talk is more buy this used car for this too much money. I don't know, like yeah.
Yeah, fast talk is more like fooling somebody, and persuade is more like, yeah, you actually have a valid point. You need to make them come around to see it.
Yeah, something to put on there.
Om en småkasta.
There used to be 3 actually.
Med rörsås. Och de ger rörsås.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
In the 4th edition, oratory. So that's like Cicero style. Actually, there might have been 4 actually. So and this was oratory, debate, but no persuade. Yeah. So it was debate, oratory, fast talk.
Okay.
Well. And now they streamlined it to 2.
Okay.
Okay.
I wonder
Okay.
if Ambrose should come in with me. I wonder if the police would be less likely to listen to a single lady on her own than having a professor along.
But I'm with you. I can swing
Okay.
my shotgun around.
That's a great idea in a police station.
Police will love that.
Yeah,
There was no connection between you and like some sort of legal profession. Like no one has worked as a police officer or no.
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 You don't know any law.
Nope.
Any chances? No. Okay.
no.
I'm just
like
a
that.
sailor.
So who goes? Ambrose,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's say Ambrose and Marge go in.
March. Okay. Yeah, so you go in. There's a lot of people in the police station. A few journalists, like people waving cameras around, and it's a lot of people smoking. So it's like the air is a bit foggy from all the tobacco fumes. But yeah, there is some sort of like reception. You can go up and talk to someone if you want to.
Okay.
Start by that.
Yeah. Let's walk up there.
Okay. Yeah, there's a stressed out looking young gentleman, police person, greeting you. Hello, how can I help?
Hello, officer. My name is Ambrose Carter. This is my associate, Marge. I've forgotten your last name.
Me too. It's Braswell.
And Marge Braswell, my associate. We're here trying to help out a friend who sadly lost his daughter to a horrible murder recently in the past few days. I'm sure you've seen the case of Jennifer Hargrave, who was murdered in the streets here.
Yes, a lot of people asking about that. Yes, of course. So you wouldn't by any chance be journalists trying to get information that you were not supposed to get?
No, not at all.
That happened a few times the last couple of days.
No, we're here solely to help out a friend. Well, I should say, her father Randolph he's not my friend, but he's a friend of a friend, and we've done some investigations of this kind of thing up in the Boston area and elsewhere, and he knew about us and asked us to help out. So we're just wondering if there's any information that you might be able to give us. We did see the crime scene last night, but there's really nothing to see there at this point.
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry. I would be happy to help you, but we can't. This is not something that we can provide any further information to the general public about. We are looking for this murderer, as you know from reading the newspapers. We suspect it's someone who has escaped from some sort of institution, but I can't go into any more details than that. Otherwise, if you want more information, you can go read the papers. It's all in there.
Is there any way we could speak to a detective who's working on this case?
Let's see if I can get hold of him. That's the sergeant who is in charge of this is Sergeant O'Sullivan. I can see if we can get hold of him for a quick chat. But you can do a couple of persuade rolls if you want to, or fast talk.
Let's. I forgot to get in the room.
Me too.
Rolls. All right, I will try a. I will try a persuade. That didn't work.
I also did a persuade and it didn't work either.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't know what would have happened if you. So you don't fumble at least. So it's.
No.
So he goes and fetches this Sergeant O'Sullivan.
Okay.
And down comes after 10 minutes or so. Down comes another stressed out looking fellow, middle-aged this time. He looks a bit harrowed. He's been up, didn't get. It doesn't look like he got a lot of sleep like the last few nights. So he approaches you and says hello. So how can I help? I hear you are somehow connected to this horrible murder that happened.
Well, I don't know if we're connected to it, but we're interested in trying to pursue whatever is going on there. A friend of a friend is Randolph Hargrave, the father of the murdered girl, and he contacted us. We've been doing some investigations of some similar kinds of horrible crimes that we've come across in the Boston area and elsewhere, and he thought maybe we could help. I know that you guys are swamped, and I know you have your own leads you're pursuing and things. We would just like to have. We wonder if there's anything you could tell us about what happened to this girl that might help us help you.
So if you do another persuade.
All right. Oh, wrong punctuation. No, I got the exact same. You got yours.
I made it. Yeah, I got mine.
Okay. So are you private investigators by any chance, or why do you say you have experience?
Well, we're private investigators of the sort. We don't do this professionally, but our other professional interests. I'm a professor of anthropology. Marge here is interested in parapsychology. We have been drawn into some situations where we've dealt with some strange phenomenon, and we have some experience in looking into these things.
So do you know what we'll do? So I'll take your contact information. So are you local to New York, or so I'll take your phone numbers and addresses.
Okay, well we can give them the hotel phone number, I guess.
Okay, so you stay at hotel, you say?
Yes, we're staying in a hotel. We can give you the contact info there.
And yeah, we're quite busy right now, but if there is, if something comes up where it makes sense for me to talk to you, I will contact you immediately.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I cannot provide any information that has not been made public.
I just one more question though. Have there been other similar cases that have been public cases? If you say that you think there may be a murderer on the loose who's done more of these kind of things, can you tell us some other cases that you think might be related to this?
So there's been a series of cases that I think might be related. Yes. I am reluctant to go into any details about them either, but I think you will find them in the papers.
Okay, so they've been in the past few weeks, months, years?
Months.
Okay.
Actually, this side of the town has had a high murder rate for the last century or so. So it's hard to say what is what, but
sure.
And going back even further, there is actually there are similar cases before this as well, but which is of course troubling.
But in recent times, it's mostly the past few months. There's something similar going on. You think?
Yes, that's how we're looking at things right now. There might be other things connected, but I've almost said too much already, so that's that will have to do for today.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Officer Sergeant. And please get in touch if you have time to talk more or have something that you think we can share some knowledge on here, because we are happy to help. We just want to find what's going on the same as you do.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you, Professor and Professoress. No, I forget what is March. Are you?
I don't think she's quite a professor, but she's at least educated and hangs around. So I don't know what to call her.
Academian.
Yeah.
Okay. I will talk to you later.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so you meet up outside again. Can we get idea rolls from Ambrose and March?
Yes. Idea roll 41, and that's my idea score is 80.
Great.
55.
So you have these two ideas. So firstly, it seems likely that this officer would be more outspoken if he would talk to someone with a legal profession. And a certain corrupt Irish cop in Boston comes to mind, who you met through your friend Tommy.
Right.
And the other idea is that, looking back at this horrible house adventure that you were in, like how many of you were in that, and it was still hard to cope with the resistance and this seems to be foul things seem to be going on. So you're thinking about maybe you should contact your group of friends in Boston, or maybe the Irish guy and someone else, like just to have some more backup, like given your recent experience.
Right. So basically, send for more people.
Yeah.
Send for reinforcements.
Yes.
because we have like 3 people who are good for nothing.
Right. So
But one thing, should we talk to the journalist before?
all right, there's that too, right? There's the journalist who wrote a number of articles.
Yes. Let me check. This
So maybe we should read the articles out loud again, or
yeah, it's a G Mandaline Grift or something like that.
I think it might be a good idea to just read through the articles again and like
Sure.
think about. Yeah, well,
Read them out loud again, or should we all
Yeah.
just look at the?
we can read them, or what do you prefer?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Doesn't
maybe
matter.
read them.
Maybe right.
Read them out loud then. Like we have, it's a show, right? So we should
Yes.
think of our audience, non-existent this time. I
That's
think.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, and here, wait. Actually, let's do this. I will share my window, where I'm going to read it. How about that?
That's perfect. Okay, so I need to.
You do enable it. So the first article was the one about Jennifer Hargrave herself. East Side Ripper claims another victim. 5th slaying baffles police. 5th slaying. I hadn't noticed that before. This is 5th in a row. The mutilated body of Miss Jennifer Hargrave, 23, was found by police shortly before dawn in an alley off Delancey Street in the Lower East Side. Investigating officers are withholding all details of this new outrage, and the area is completely cordoned off. The commissioner announced that a statement would appear this afternoon. Such was the condition of the victim that police refused permission for the press to view the remains. A witness shakily told reporters that, quote, blood ran across the sidewalk and down the gutter. Police believe that Ms. Hargrave is the latest victim of a madman thought to have claimed 4 other lives in the past 2 weeks. At present, this paper has no information concerning the identity of this fiendish murderer and advised readers to maintain constant vigilance. Though they decline to state why they believe it, police have privately indicated that the Ripper, as the killer has come to be called, is a lunatic escaped from a hospital. A check of institutions within 50 miles of New York City shows no escapes, and this newspaper's search for answers has been widened to upstate, New England, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Delaware, and Ohio. So that's a pretty good clue that it's actually about. This was the 5th in 2 weeks. So we're gonna look. If we're gonna look in the newspapers, we don't need to look that much deeper than this. And here we have 2 of the other ones that you guys found last time.
But the police officer said though that he thinks it might be stretching farther back. Yeah.
Right. So these are the other 2 articles that 2 of us found last time. Subway monster cited. Terror in the streets. These are both written by the same person, J. Mondale Creef. Quote, he looked like a walking dead man with clawed hands and awful red eyes. So began Mrs. Frances Edwards' moments of horror last night at the Essex Street station on Manhattan's Lower East Side. Mrs. Edwards, age 33, of 1281 Grand Avenue, apartment 610, was waiting for a BMT M local at about 8 p.m. when the stranger, a filthy, ragged tramp, climbed onto the platform from the tracks below. When he crawled into the light, Mrs. Edwards realized that he was not human. It was horrible. He grabbed me, but I screamed and hit him with my handbag. Somehow I freed myself and ran. In her statement, Mrs. Edwards spoke of the deadly pallor of a corpse and of weird, blazing red eyes that cut into my soul like headlights from hell. Although no one else stood on the subway platform as witness to this astonishing apparition, passers-by on the street heard Mrs. Edwards' screams for help. A witness saw her. She was running out of the subway as if the devil himself had appeared right on this spot, attested Pyotr Alexeyevich Romanov of 124 Rivington near Rear. Mr. Rakumov, a precise man, showed the pillar post the exact place where he saw and also made sure of the spelling of his name. New York's finest summoned Responding officer Michael O'Shea was unable to find a trace of the ghastly form who had shattered the prosaic peace of the Essex Street station. Officer O'Shea later speculated that the B Uptown must have gotten whoever it was, since he didn't. But motorman Alvin B. Clayboy Heingrapper of 4052 Schermerhorn, Brooklyn, finished what to him seemed like a smooth trip. He states that, "I didn't see nothing or feel nothing other than the bad curve after Bowery that ought to be retracked." Dispatched early this evening, a maintenance crew found nothing, according to Brooklyn Transit authorities. Mrs. Edwards is currently recovering from her experience at Bellevue Hospital and is unavailable for interview.
Last one.
And the final article, Haunted Cemetery? Noises in the night scare passersby. Their eyes still round and startled, Mr. Billy Joe Perkins and Jesus Romero described loud banging and thumping and growling noises coming from a crypt near the Houston Street side of the Stanton Street Cemetery. Though they denied seeing ghosts, wills o' the wisp, or other supernatural critters, Mr. Perkins stated firmly that the sounds were just unearthly and like nothing I never heard before. Mr. Romero succinctly seconded the opinion, but declined an interview. Mr. Romero is presently at 241 West 85th, with whom Mr. Perkins is presently staying. Neither man was found to be under the influence of alcohol, and police attribute the disturbance they heard to pranksters playing a macabre practical joke. Mr. Perkins disputed the police analysis. He stated that nothing and no one could be seen, and that the frequent and loud noises came unmistakably from a particular family crypt. Nevertheless, inspection this morning found the seals and lock on the crypt undisturbed. The crypt in question belongs to the Greenberg family, who coincidentally that morning had laid to rest there the late Mrs. Sonia Greenberg, family matriarch and daughter of Solomon Greenberg, a founder of the New York garment industry. The owner of the Stanton Street Cemetery, Mr. Nathaniel Bishop, by telephone expressed complete confidence in the cemetery's guardianship, which he pointed out with pride as having been maintained unbroken for nearly 200 years.
Okay.
And so these articles were from February 27th and March 3rd, and it's currently March 12th. So these are from 10 days ago and 2 weeks ago.
I think we should go check out the cemetery or talk to the two guys that experienced the phenomena.
We have Mr.
Yes.
Edwards that is in the hospital but doesn't want to have interviews, and Mr. Romero as well. He doesn't have interviews.
Mhm.
So yeah, maybe we can split and try to by 3 of us they can go to, or 2 of us they can go to the cemetery, and then we can try to talk to Mr. Edwards in the hospital. What do you think?
Wait, who's in the hospital?
Mrs. Edwards is in the hospital, but she might be out since it was quite a bit a while ago.
Right, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do we have any other clue?
We could swing by her house because we have her address.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we have 2 addresses. Like for Mr. Romero, it has 241 W 85th. Is that an address?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And then we have the other one that is clear there. So we have 2 addresses, so we can split and try to talk to them.
We can also, so someone needs to call our friends in Boston to try and get more people to come down, and also maybe go to the newspaper and do some more looking up. So I could do that. So I could do both those things. So like, say I could have my afternoon is I go to the hotel or whatever, make some phone calls, and then I go to the newspaper archive and try and look back over the past few months, see if I see any other murders.
But we had to. Who has more persuade and fast talking?
Fast talk.
Fast talk. Yeah, because I don't have that much. So I think these people has to go.
Yeah, I don't have any fast talk. I persuade. I have 30. It's not much. It's something.
I also have 30 on persuade.
I have 38. So yeah, I could talk.
So how about that? Why don't I'll go do the clerical stuff, trying to contact our friends and then go to the newspaper and look up more there. And the rest of you, the other 4 of you, can go and visit 1 or 2 people.
So perhaps me and Tony could go to the first address, and Marge and Tex could go to the second one. Something like that.
Yeah, it sounds good.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Who speak Spanish?
The 2 of us.
Yeah, because Romero is the Spanish last name.
So let's go there then.
So yeah.
So you switch. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
go
we're
to
going.
Romero.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, makes sense. Okay, Jack, you start with you or Ambrose. You
Yes.
head back to the hotel. So how do I make this disappear? Go
I
back.
think Jack needs to stop sharing, perhaps.
I know.
Yep.
Or we can do that too.
You head back to the hotel. You make a few phone calls. You find. What's your?
So I want to find John Henry, the lumberjack,
Yeah.
and I want to find Murphy, the dirty cop.
Yeah.
And I could maybe even also try and find Bernard Blue. He should be in fine shape by now. He had to go to the asylum.
Okay, let's leave him. Let's do that.
Do that later. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that after.
Do we need all of them? Like,
Takes a while to. 2 is probably good.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to reach both lumberjack,
Mm-hmm.
and after a few phone calls, you reach Murphy as well. And yeah, you can play. I guess you can play yourself in the what's the lumberjack's reaction to this? You ask him to come to New York.
New York City.
Yeah.
Well, all right. It ain't that much bigger than Boston. I guess I can handle it.
Okay. Perfect.
City slickers.
I can take a train in the morning.
Perfect. So we have him going, and Tony. What does Murphy say?
Let's see.
So there is a lot of money involved here. Like maybe,
Yeah. That's
maybe you could hint to that. The common theme for the finesse characters.
yes.
They like their
So-
money.
I think I can take a break and go. What's going there? So if I get a good amount of money, it sounds good. So I can maybe take a train in a couple of days because I have something to finish in here, Boston, and join you then.
So Ambrose, maybe you need to convince him to come earlier then.
Yeah. I would think you need to get down here sooner. We're having trouble getting through to the police here. We've explained the situation. They're not really. I mean, they weren't hostile towards me, but they weren't really friendly either, and they weren't. I think that they see us as outsiders, and they see us as people who aren't serious. They need to I feel like I feel like your clout as a Boston police officer could probably help open some doors here.
I thought you had more experience about how police works in the state. Did you try to give them any kind of present or something like that? Be more friendly.
I didn't try that. I felt, I don't know this sergeant. I don't know what he's. I didn't want to risk trying to offer someone a gift who wasn't ready to receive a gift. If you know what I mean.
We are always open to that. Just be friendly.
I think you know more about this than I do.
I see. You're having problems. Okay, I can try, but yeah.
See if you can meet up with John Henry. He's taking the early train tomorrow morning. It'd be great if you could both get down here at the same time.
Yeah, I will think about any strategy we can. Yeah. Okay. I will try to join this guy tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Murphy. You can find us at this hotel.
Next time that you go, you can tell them that there is a case in Boston, similar case, and then okay, I will say that. Okay. Coming to New York.
All right. Excellent. Thank you very much.
I hope is Tony with you guys?
Yes, Tony is here also.
Okay, happy. Here we have alcohol, so no, it's not that. Good.
You know he doesn't travel without it.
That's why he's a good friend of mine. We know how the business works.
Yep.
Business.
Good.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow then. Tomorrow evening.
Okay. See ya.
All right.
Okay, perfect. Backup sorted out.
Yes.
So if you can just hold on for 10 seconds, I'll go get something.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The physical copy is easier to read than the PDF. Okay, and then you head out to back to the newspaper, right?
Right. Yes, I wanted to look in the archives further to try and find murders. Like the one article mentioned 4 murders in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, so if you do library use.
Yes, and I have 50 on that, I think. Seems like I got that.
Yes, so you start to see evidence of this pattern of disappearances and strange noises in cemeteries, etc. Seems to go back for quite a while. So, and you think that you might be able to get more information if you go to the library instead. So you have you've found a bunch of articles that points in this direction, but you think you might be able to find more at the library.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do that then if I have time this afternoon. I don't really know where we are time-wise.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late, but the library is open pretty late as well, so you can go there if you want to.
Yeah, then I'll just do that.
Okay, so I'll leave you there for now. So who wants to start? The rest of you.
Reda, you and me?
Tony, yeah, let's do that. Yeah,
okay. Let's see. Let's go visit Mr. Romero.
So
we are in the.
What's that?
So I'll go
West 88.
Yeah.
with one Mr. Breakins person arrested.
Okay, so that's Upper West Side. Just gonna figure out. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so you take the subway uptown, and you start searching around for this apartment. So you go looking around. You can't really find it to begin with. So
Okay. So we roll like something like.
yeah, you can roll. Yeah, idea roll, I guess.
Idea?
Yeah.
Let me check what I have.
Oh, I almost fumbled that. 98.
Let me try.
Okay, so you're lost.
Yeah, that's the opposite of an idea.
Yeah, so you have to.
I
you
got
have
it.
to- okay, you got it.
Yeah.
So after a while, so yeah, Hugo takes you on a detour, but after
He got one. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
I had
Means
to
he
find the
just-
door and
he
knock
found-
it. Come on.
He found it on the spot.
yeah, so yeah, finally find the apartment. So you ring the knock on the door, but there's unfortunately no answer.
Good one.
No one.
I'm gonna try listen to see if I can hear anything else inside the apartment, any noise or something. Let me see.
Listen. I'm not gonna get it.
24. Yeah, I had 40. Can I hear any?
Yeah, no, there's nothing. No.
Oh, I don't know if I.
Why did we come all the way here, man?
Can we try locksmith?
Spot hidden, maybe.
And there are people walking in the hallway from time to time. So this is afternoon. I mean, maybe they're not working. Like it's on a weekday and it's mid-afternoon.
What shall we do?
Should we come?
Maybe we should just sit there, wait for them to come back.
We can wait a bit, and then later we should try. We can try locksmith.
No, I'm not sure we should be trying locksmith. We're looking for information, not troubled.
But it's New York. They're always trouble here.
Let's suppose you get locksmith working. All right, so you go and you find a person there. Do you think they're willing to talk to you? You just actually broke into their apartment.
Yeah, but maybe it's the opposite. It's like something happened to that person, and then maybe it's already
like dead or something.
Dead
Maybe we
or
should call the
something.
cops in that sense.
Let's wait a bit.
Let's wait.
Let's wait a bit, and then if we don't hear anything or something, we can.
Can we try a spot hidden maybe, just to see if there's any windows we can peek through, or no?
No, yeah, you don't really. So I mean, there's like the windows. So this is on the 12th floor, in a high rise. So it's
okay.
So it's hard to. I guess it's those stairs that they have on the outside of the houses, like the fire escapes.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. These fire stairs.
Yeah, maybe. But
Maybe
yeah, I don't know. It's like it's middle of the day, like it's bright outside. Like it's very suspicious if you start climbing around there, and people will see you.
My suggestion is we wait until late afternoon when it starts getting dark.
Yes.
And then if they come back, that's good. But if they don't, I think we might want to. Hey, well, how about we check with their neighbors actually? before we wait, like right now.
Yeah, it's a good idea. We can knock.
We can just check if they have any neighbors that can give us information and whether they saw them or not.
Let's
So-
plan something like both of us. You speak better Spanish than me. You can
Yeah.
see that you are family from Romero, and then
Sure.
that you heard something in the news, and then somebody called you, blah blah blah, something like that, and then we can create some kind of.
Okay, we'll try the
Like-
next door. Just like
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Let's say you're looking for your cousin. So
Okay. Yeah, a minute after someone opens the door, but with like the safety chain on. So like opens for like a couple of inches, and like you can see through the hole that it's an old lady. So, like,
Hi,
hello. What do you want?
we're relatives of Mr. Romero, and we're wondering if you have seen him today or yesterday.
Jesus Romero, the neighbor.
Yes, Jesus, he's my cousin.
Ah. Oh, I understand. Habla español,
Sí.
señor. Okay, so yeah, she continues in Spanish.
es mi primo.
So let's hope your Spanish holds up then.
No, not
Yeah,
mine. I'm switching to Tony now, who's also my cousin. We're all cousins here.
Okay. Un otro primo. Dos primos.
Sí. I had to throw dices, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I have 22% of
Oh no, we're not gonna do this. I mean, sure, I can get Spanish.
She's
too,
old and easily convinced. So maybe.
No.
maybe
No, I totally failed.
Yeah, but I will
could-
understand.
You could have a
in-game.
cousin who grew up in America and doesn't speak a lot of Spanish.
yeah.
That's not so crazy.
I got it, but so I understand what you're saying in the game, not in reality. I have no idea what you said.
Okay.
Dos primos. What is that?
The
Cousins.
cousin. Somos primos. We are
Ah,
cousins.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't grow up in Cuba, right? Like Jesus.
Not me.
I can hear. Yeah.
Are you speaking as the old lady?
Yes.
Yes, I grew up in Cuba.
No, but I can hear you. You probably didn't grow up in Cuba, right? You grew up in the,
No, we moved
US.
to the state when I was a kid, so
Yeah.
I still can understand words and then say some small
so
words.
let's speak English. But yes, I saw Jesus this morning, I think, or was it yesterday?
Okay. Was he getting out or coming in?
I think he was going to work.
Okay. Is he doing well? Like, do you think he looks normal and everything fine?
Yeah, he was. He had this terrible experience. It was in the newspaper, but
Yeah, that's what we heard, and then that's why we come, because we were worried. I think he's super afraid to talk to anybody right now. So we want to see how it's going, because it looks like he's not picking the phone. So
Yeah,
it's super hard to contact with him. My mother is super worried about this. So we want to. She sent us here to New York to talk to him and see if everything is okay. So we can tell to the rest of the familia.
That's
family.
concerning, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
think
that.
he should be getting back from work soon. He's working in the bakery now, and they close
Okay.
pretty early in the afternoon.
Okay, so you're still working there. Okay, that's super good. So, okay, thank you so much. I think we will wait for him. I'm really sorry for disturbing you. I
yes,
know,
sorry.
yeah, maybe we are two big guys talking to you. I know you're afraid, but you are super nice. Muchas gracias, señorita, señora.
Muchas gracias.
De nada,
Muchas gracias.
señores.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah.
Hasta luego. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So Tony,
Okay.
what do we do?
Okay, maybe the bakery. Where is that? Oh, we didn't ask where it's. But probably he's gonna come soon. So should we wait?
Want to wait?
Yeah, she
I
said.
don't mind waiting, but we have to probably.
Yeah, we are already here. It's the best that we can, and we know that he's alive.
Yeah.
And he's going to work, so maybe we can wait. And also, if we wait, we will see him coming, or we will be able to talk to him. Let's see.
Yeah.
I know it's like he looks like Cuban, so maybe we can recognize him.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. How is that? How's the people in the neighborhood, Anders? He says there is not many Latinos in New York.
Well, the neighbors speak Spanish, so
Yeah, I know. But
This particular part of town seems to be a bit mixed here as well.
big mix. So,
But yeah, no more more like old school American than like new immigrants.
yeah. So
Less of that in this part of town. But yeah, the lady clearly comes from Cuba, and the neighbor.
okay, internet issue from. Okay, it's back. So okay, let's wait. Or do you think we should go? It's like if
we have nothing else to do.
No,
so
yeah, we
can
can.
wait, and
Yeah.
we're gonna meet the group. We're gonna meet later, like
Yeah.
So we can just probably shift,
Let's do that.
follow
Let's
the
wait,
others.
and
Yep.
we know the door. We can wait in the stairs. Let's wait for him.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't have to wait for long. So half an hour later, Latino-looking person shows up and walking towards the door that you're waiting outside, and he's looking a bit suspicious.
Excuse me, sir.
Suspiciously at you.
Disculpe, señor.
Sí.
Are you? What's his name?
¿Es usted José Romero?
Sí, yo soy.
Okay.
And who are you? Like, why
Okay, it's like
why are you waiting outside my door? Did something happen?
Yeah, it's like
My family.
Don't worry,
we come to New York from Boston because my cousin disappeared passed away, was killed in weird circumstances in New York, and then we heard about you in the newspaper, so maybe you can tell us something. I know journalists, we don't want to disturb you. It's like my aunt, my family really want to know what happened, so that's why we come here.
To your cousin? And why? I don't understand. How why?
Yeah, he passed away he was killed in weird circumstances here in New York.
That's terrible to hear. I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, and then we were like trying to investigate or something, find out what happened, and then we read your name in the newspaper, in a news that it was like 2 weeks ago. And I mean, we don't really, we are not journalists. We are just trying to help my family, so we don't want to disturb you.
You mean when I heard that strange noises in the cemetery?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a horrifying experience.
But do you remember anything else? Can you give us a clue that we can move forward and stop disturbing you? We don't want to.
So I was in the neighborhood. There are quite a Cuban community down there in the southeast side. So I was visiting some friends, and my friend Billy Joe came along, and we were just walking by the cemetery there, the Stanton Street Cemetery. It's a really old one, and we heard these noises from inside, and we decided to walk, climb over walk inside, and clearly there was a lot of noises coming from the loud banging and thumping and like growling, like it sounded like animals in the animal noises
I see.
in one of the crypts, and and then we contacted the authorities, but
they didn't find out anything. Okay.
But there's been a ton of things happening
in that cemetery.
The other town, yeah. Sorry.
In that cemetery specifically?
No, I'm not sure. So yeah, I hear rumors about that cemetery actually from a friend of a friend who works there. But
can you?
The owner is suspicious.
Do you know that somebody that works there that can help us too, or maybe they know a bit more about what's going on in the cemetery? If there something weird that we should go, or maybe any condition that is only happening during the nights, and maybe we have to go during the nights or specific nights.
So the caretaker is a friend of a friend. He works there. You can probably go there at daytime and talk to him.
Okay. Do you know his name? Do you remember his name?
It's Carlos.
Carlos. Otro amigo.
Sí. Un altro cubano.
Carlos. Okay, we thank you for your help. Muchas gracias, señor José Romero. Do you want to ask?
Do
you want to go ahead, Reda?
Okay, just a question. Like, I'm not sure if you have any information about the Greenberg family, if you know anything about them, or other than what came up in the news.
No idea.
Okay. Well, thank you then. I think
the Crypt is old, so I guess it's old.
Okay. Anything particular you can say about the noises that you didn't tell the journalists?
No, it was like mixed, like animal but almost human. It was terrifying.
Okay.
Growling, strange noises.
Okay then. Well, I don't have any other questions. Tony?
Yeah, I hope you find out what happened to your cousin.
Yes, we hope so too. Thank you for the help.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Muchas gracias.
All right.
De nada.
Adiós. Disculpas.
So Tony, now we know at least we need to head to the cemetery, but maybe we shouldn't do that today because it's getting late in the afternoon.
Yeah,
wait for a while, and it will take you a while to get back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we should.
We'll meet with the group and then we decide after.
Yes, this is what we got, so we have to tell them and we can move forward.
Me and Abby should go and meet the girl that was attacked here.
Talk to Mrs. Edwards.
Yes.
Mrs. Edwards.
So, which address do you go?
Should we go to her apartment and see if she's there? Should we go to the hospital and ask if she's been released?
I think the apartment, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
1281 Grand apartment 610.
See if I can find that. Did it say Brooklyn somewhere, right?
Manhattan's Lower East Side. Maybe. Well, that's where the subway
That's where the
station
thing happened.
Yeah, that's where it happened, right?
Yeah.
No, it's just her street address.
So there's like no. It's either the Bronx or no, it's Brooklyn. Okay, so it will take you a while to get there, I guess.
Grand Avenue.
Yeah, so it takes you about an hour to get there.
What time of day is it now?
So I guess it's mid-afternoon for you as well. Then
I think we'd all met up around lunch-ish time or something.
yeah, so
guess.
2ish, 2:30.
All right. Well, we go and knock on their door, I guess. What do you think, Abby?
I think that's the best course of action.
Yeah. Yeah. So same here actually. So there's someone calling from, or not opening the door, like young woman asking who it is. Who is it? Carl, can you come check this out? There's someone knocking at the door. Okay, on the door. So yeah, do you answer? Or?
Is that inside her apartment?
Yeah, she's talking to someone inside.
Okay.
Hello, you don't know me, but my name is Marge, and I'm here with my friend Tex, and we just have some questions. We want to make sure that you're doing all right. We read the newspaper article about your attack, and we have a friend that something similar is happening to.
Okay, so I'll open the door a bit, and my husband is here as well. So yeah, she opens the door, like looks out, and like above her head is someone like, peering over her head as well, like looking a bit, yeah, wondering who you are. So okay, so can you do another persuade roll?
So I failed mine.
And I also failed mine.
So I'm sorry, but I am so tired of talking about this. I understand what you want to ask about, and now I've talked to, it feels like at least 20 journalists in the last few weeks, and I don't want to talk anymore about this. You can see everything. It was horrible. It was, and yes, I am not crazy, and I am convinced it was not a human. It was not something else. It was horrible, and I want to recover from this terrible experience and not talk about it anymore. I'm sorry, and thank you, and goodbye. Then she shuts the door.
Oh no.
No.
I think we should try knock again and maybe explain that we're not journalists.
Yes. Explain that we totally believe her, and we're interested in not natural phenomena.
Should we do an idea roll, Anders, or is that required?
For what exactly?
No, I mean we've been doing some idea rolls now. We've never done that before.
Like if you have an idea, you have an idea, so that's fine.
Okay, well let's knock on the door again then.
To like inject ideas.
Okay.
If you have, yeah.
All right. Now let's we knock on the door again, friendly.
Yeah. At first, there is no answer.
All right, we knock again. We're
Okay.
persuasive.
Now the door slams open, and out comes Carl with a baseball bat.
Okay.
And Carl is unhappy.
All right.
He wants you to leave his wife alone. She's had enough problems. He will, beat your heads into a pulp if you do not leave the premise. And he's very angry.
I think I should apologize to him and just let him know, as we're kind of backing away from the baseball bat, that we're experts, or I'm an expert in this sort of a natural phenomena, and we're at this hotel if she ever would like to talk further.
Yeah, he doesn't really take it in, but maybe she does. Like from. Okay, so you back out of the situation.
Yes.
And he backs back
maybe
into the apartment. And There
Is the witness?
there is.
Is
Adrenaline,
he?
there
Is
a high
he nearby?
pulse. Sorry.
Is the witness in the newspaper article? Does he live close by? Could we redeem ourselves by talking to him?
So
124.
The motorway Alvin B. No, oh yeah, a witness. There's 3 people.
Yeah.
Um,
So we have Mr. Rakhmuzov. We have their address, and then we have
on
Yes. 124 Rivington.
so then you go back. Yeah, that's all the way back.
Well, I was writing in the chat. There actually is a Grand Street on the Lower East Side.
Okay. Well, maybe I missed. Did I miss that?
Not at all far from Essex Street.
Okay, so then it was probably there. Okay,
Yeah.
so you did not go to Brooklyn. Okay, yeah, no, so then it's walking distance to this other place as well, Rivington Street.
Should we check it out?
yeah, let's do it. See if we can do some better persuade rolling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you actually run into this man as you enter the house, and you like follow him to the door, and you see, okay, this actually says Rakuzmov on the door as he's about to unlock it.
All right. Pardon me. Are you Mr. Rakuzmov?
Yes, that's my name.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Tex, and this is my colleague, March. We are private investigators looking into a murder that we think you can help us with.
A murder, yes. So pleased to meet you. I live here. I live here many years. I have been to bar. I am happy. I can help.
Excellent, sir. Excellent.
I had plenty pivo. Now I feel happy.
So we understand that you were a witness to an attack on a subway station where a woman was attacked by a man coming up on the tracks.
Maybe you can buy me pivo. I can talk. I can talk more.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Russian bar here.
Yeah.
I can go back.
Let's go.
Yes.
Sure. Let's get a drink.
Yeah.
Let's all go. Let's go to the bar.
Yeah. So it takes you to a Russian bar, just like 100 meters away. So I thought I was gonna go, but now I'm back. I meet friends on my way. So he explains to the bartender. So meet new friend, Tex, and Marge.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Everyone introduces themselves, and yeah, wants to tell.
So what are you drinking, Mr. Rakuzmov? I can't remember his name. Rakuzmov.
Rakuzmov. Well, there's plenty beer, plenty pivo.
Let's have a beer then. So I ordered a round of free beers for us.
Yeah, perfect. So, na starovia. Tex.
Cheers.
Okay, so you want to know? I can help. How can I help, Tex?
So there was a man who attacked a lady on a train station. Can you describe what you saw?
I saw a woman running train station. She very upset. Yeah, very very upset. I don't know. I don't see very much. She's screaming. She's saying monster. monster attack, monster come, monster not human, screaming many things.
So she said she hit it. What happened after she hit it and ran away? Where did the monster go?
I do not know.
Can you describe the monster? Did you smell the monster, or do you see the monster in detail?
I can go show you. I can show where this happened. After Pivo, we can go. I can show you where it happened.
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
Mark, do you have any more questions before we go?
Do you know anyone else that was there? Was anyone maybe who's in that any of your drinking buddies were at the bar were also there?
Alone. No, I was on my way from bar.
Did you hear anything besides her screaming? Did you hear like any strange noises that may have been not sound completely right?
No, I might, maybe I hear someone running. I am not sure. Maybe no. Okay, so you finish your beer, and then it goes off and shows you the exact place outside of the close to the subway station where this happened.
So was this outside the station or on the station? Like, did it come out of the subway tunnel?
She was in the station, and he was just outside. So she was on the platform. So yeah, maybe it could have been coming out of the tunnels.
Maybe we should go down to the platform and do a spot hidden.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah. Okay, so he bids you goodbye. Thanks you again for. Thank you, Tex. Thank you, Marge. Good to meet you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
So I succeeded with my spot hidden there.
I did not.
Okay, so you go onto the platform, and you look around, but this was several weeks ago, and there's like been hundreds of thousands of people here probably since then, like walking around. It's hard to see anything. You can like peer into the tunnels, but there is nothing. Nothing.
Is there a subway map so we can kind of see where the subway tunnels go if he's maybe using, or the monsters may be using subway tunnels to travel? So there's one, maybe it's comes out near where
if there's a cemetery or something nearby.
Right.
So this would be this is the orange and yellow then, I guess, whatever that is. So it's both of them are heading over to Brooklyn after this, then going uptown. So yeah, there's
Do we have a map or something
like this
to know where it's happening, where the attacks?
You can go get a map if you want to. Yeah.
Because
there are plenty of maps to buy.
Because maybe the cemetery is the center of where the kills.
So let's go get me and Marsh go and get a map then. I mean, this feels like a little bit of a dead end. Maybe we should go back and meet up with everyone else.
Yeah, I think. Okay, we are going to. Reda is out. Maybe, Ander, can you check if Reda is in the backstage? Yeah, he is in the backstage. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, sorry, it dropped.
Okay, so this is the subway map. So it's just on this Williamsburg Bridge.
It's too small.
Actually, yeah. So
Super hard
it's
to
not.
miss.
It's the brown and the orange there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not. So
I
too
mean,
late.
what are you gonna do, guys?
Exactly.
Text.
Good question.
Because I think we are heading to.
I've actually found some stuff on the map here. So right here where I'm pointing, this is I think the intersection of Grand Street. I think this is Essex right here.
Uh-huh.
So this is where the subway station is around here. The cemetery, the Stanton Street Cemetery, is probably no longer there. It's probably here. Stanton Street goes kind of east-west here. This is Houston or Houston Street.
Okay.
So it's all pretty close by. So this is where the subway is. This is probably where the cemetery was.
I see.
This is Grand Street where the lady lived, somewhere along here. Rivington Street, which is also mentioned somewhere, that's also right here. So it's all these things are all quite close together.
Yeah. Probably is a.
No, here was Essex.
Yeah, and then I think that our only clue now, before the guys from Boston will arrive, is Carlos, the guy who works in the cemetery.
I think that maybe the reporter who wrote the stories might have some notes that he can share with us, and maybe he can also connect other stories to these similar ones.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Do we have time today to go? I mean, during this day, Anders, because it's like.
So it takes you a while to. So you meet up at the hotel, right?
Yeah.
And the hotel is what is it, a half an hour walk from here. So it's already evening when you get back to the hotel.
Up here somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess we need to sync our stories a little bit of who said what and try to map all the details.
And you're hungry, so yeah, you probably go out for dinner and discuss the date.
We can go to my cousin restaurant. We will have a good dinner, good pasta.
Go back to Little Italy.
Little Italy.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you go back to Tony's cugino, Gianluca, and his famous pasta place with a family tomato sauce recipe. Yeah. So you go back, have some dinner, have some wine, discuss. So what's your what's your take on the day? Like, do you want to do something more today, or like wait for tomorrow, or?
We never really know if my character found anything more at the library. He's gonna go there for a while to try and find more stuff.
Boys.
Actually, so yeah, we forgot about that. So you went to the library, right?
Yeah.
You went.
Yeah. Okay, this is the last one.
Yeah. So yeah, so what you can find, so if you do another library use.
Yep.
Yeah, you made it. So you can see You learn that similar and numerous reports of strange, unexplained sounds have come from Stanton Street Cemetery as early as back to the early 1800s.
Okay.
And you can also see that the Lower East Side has a long history of unexplained disappearances dating back to the early 1800s. Other than the area in which the disappearances so yeah, you can't see any clear pattern except for the victim seems to be all of them seem to be under 30, so relatively young, and the area is it's around there, Lower East Side.
Okay.
Should we check out the cemetery while it's nighttime to see if we hear any strange noises?
You're looking for trouble.
Now that
I
we're all
like
slightly
it.
drunk.
After a bottle of wine, that
Yes.
sounds like a good idea to everyone.
Sure, if you want to lose some members, sounds like the best plan.
But what do you say?
I'm fine with it. Actually.
You've seen things. Maybe you're.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a. I mean, we can do it. Well, I mean, have
if
to
we were having dinner in Little Italy and our hotel is in the East Village, the cemetery is on the way home.
Just
We're
saying.
gonna walk right by it anyway.
Okay.
not wrong.
I mean, it's like there is something in the news. They say something that they're very proud of the guards that they've been working there like for 200 years. So maybe it's somebody's guarding the cemetery during the night, and we can ask them. It's in a way back home, so back to the hotel. So
If somebody what in the cemetery?
yeah, that is in the news. They said confidence cemetery guardianship, with he pointed out with pride and as having been maintained unbroken for nearly 200 years.
Yeah.
That means they're taking care of it. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're guarding it all the time.
Okay.
Guardianship just means like that it's in their care.
Okay.
It's in the it's in their family's custody for 200 years, like the same family running forever. But there could be guards anyway. I mean,
yeah, it's.
We could at least walk past, see if there's like. If there's a fence around it, or if we can walk right through, if it's lit up at all.
Do we have weapons?
Not any shotguns, at least.
No.
I think. Yeah.
No shotguns.
I have my handgun.
Yeah. I assume
revolver.
your
Yeah,
revolver.
we can have handguns or revolvers. Okay, let's try. So let's try and see.
Okay, you convince yourself it's a good idea to go to the cemetery, you start walking towards it, and you walk up to it, and it's closed. It has this, steel bars on the side. I mean, it's climbable, but it's Houston Street is fairly. That's how you pronounce it, right? It's
it's Houston.
I think I remember. For some reason. So Houston Street is a fairly big one, so there's a lot of people walking by on that side. You come walking Pitt Street on the side, which is also not crowded, but there are still people walking about. There are some small lights inside the cemetery, but
Maybe not to get in too much trouble. Can we do a listen roll?
you can. I mean, you can. People are minding their own business mostly, so you can look around them, like listen as well. So if you do, you can do listen and spot hidden if you want to.
I have 74% climb skill. Sometimes I want to use it.
I just sit in. I forgot.
I
Listen.
fumbled my listen. I've got 100.
Listen.
Oh wow!
So you smacked your head into the ground, or
I'm just too drunk. I just fell into the fence.
No, I think you're fairly convinced that there are people talking, like having a conversation in there.
yeah, I managed my spot hidden. No, sorry, listen. I managed my listen and also my spot hidden.
You handle your liquor better than I do.
Yeah, I can try listen. I have good one.
So my listen failed, and
Okay, let's go.
spot hidden also failed.
And anyone to sit, and then we maybe Ander can move forward instead too. I failed. With a spot hidden.
Okay, so some of you see
Yeah,
a
please.
largish man walking from one side to the other, like dressed in black. But a few of you don't see him, and Marge hears a pretty intense conversation going on between at least 2 or 3 people, and some of you don't. So
Yeah.
it's you have fairly different perceptions of what's going on in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Also, as you stand there, there's a man, a salesman with he has some sort of tray on his stomach, and it's like, and he has some sort of fried breads on the tray. So it's hello, Langos.
Hi.
Langos.
Let's get some langos and talk to him and see what he knows.
Yeah, are you still hungry, Tax?
Nam Amerikai vagyok. Magyar vagyok.
Uh-oh.
Langos.
Does
One-
anyone
$1.
What are your languages,
Then-
people?
then- Magyar.
Can someone speak whatever he's speaking? Croatian? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Probably not.
Turkeys are.
Not John Seppen.
I speak Arabic.
I know Persian.
I don't think it's Arabic.
No.
Not John Seppen cousin.
This is Turkish, actually. No. Anyways,
Could be like some kind of Bulgarian or.
do you speak
something.
English?
Nem Amerikai. Magyar vagyok.
This must be Polish or I don't know, something from Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
You know what? Just
So
get
it's
lost.
yeah. So do you buy any breads?
Do we want to buy bread? Does anyone want to buy bread?
No,
Yeah,
let's
one
buy some breads and talk to him and see if he sees it. Because if he's outside here, he should see people coming and going all the time.
Go ahead, talk to him. He doesn't speak English.
Oh shit!
Try with Spanish.
So you buy. So give him $1. Okay. So he gives you 10 fried breads.
Yeah.
No John Seppen cousin. Palinka pulls out, like, he has this like two small glasses. He gives you one. It pulls out the bottle with Eggishegadre. Hey Mats, you're falling asleep.
I don't know where to start this one.
Do you drink the Palinka?
Yeah, let's drink some palinka.
Yeah.
It's like rocket fuel in your mouth.
I'm from Texas. It doesn't bother me.
Maybe. You have to fight it with rations.
Okay. See ya.
Bye-bye.
So yeah.
Cousin. Okay, so he walks away.
Stranger comes, gives booze, walks away.
That was a good customer. That was the extra on the drink on the house. If you buy 10 langos, you get a palinka. Okay, so you've been standing around there. So there's actually nothing going on inside the cemetery now. You're pretty convinced. So you saw this shadowy thing walking up across it, but now it seems to be dead silent. But it's still too early evening for you to try to break in.
Could it have been that man that was walking around inside that was we met outside?
No, you don't think, no.
No. Well, gang, what do you think? Should we hang around here till it calms down? We can go in, or should we go home and sleep?
Can we check the crypt? Maybe.
Yeah, let's go check the crypt.
So yeah, it's closed, so you would need to climb the fence, which is not the...
Tex can climb.
Tex, come on.
Yeah, it's too early. It's early evening. There's electric lights on the streets. There are people walking.
Around. Yeah.
So someone would call the police.
Okay, what should we do? So we come back to the hotel instead. So
Probably should. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So you go back to the hotel. You are fairly tired. Also, it was a long day. So you probably just go to sleep. How do you? Maybe we should sort that out actually. So how do you sleep? What types of rooms? There are double rooms and single rooms.
I prefer double rooms. Based on my experience in previous quest adventures, double rooms is a bit better.
You want to stand guard also and run away?
I don't know this night.
Shoot and miss 5 times.
Tony runs away to live another day.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, we have been hanging around a lot today, making too many questions. So we have to be a bit aware of that. Maybe somebody is looking at what these guys are doing. Yeah, I don't know. So I better prefer double rooms.
We can do it. I mean, me and Ambrose, we go back. We can share a room.
Come on, we are 5. Don't be that.
Huh?
We are 5. I'm gonna be the only one with a single room.
No, but Marge is a proper woman. She doesn't want to sleep with animals like us.
Okay, that's true.
She would have her own room for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
This is the 1920s.
Yeah.
So me and
Would be improper.
Yeah.
me and Tony then.
Yeah. We can improve also Spanish.
See.
So I will write it here for reference.
Since you ask, Anders, I'm guessing you're up to no good.
Yeah, some people will die probably.
These things are good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So let's do a little bit more then.
Anders, what's your stamina? Are you good to go for a long time, or what's up?
Not that long, much longer, actually, but a little bit more, I think.
Right.
So yeah, you wake up, you have breakfast, uneventful night. You sleep like logs,
Mm-hmm.
and wake up feeling refreshed. So we're so yeah, you can have breakfast at the hotel. How do you want to meet up there, and how do you want to plan your day? What do you want to do today?
When the guys from Boston will arrive?
So they're taking noonish. They're taking the morning train, right? So
Right.
So we had 2 clues. One is Carlos, the worker in the cemetery, and the other one is the journalist. I don't remember his name right now. Mr. Grift, something like that.
We could
So-
also be daring and send someone new to that girl's place and try be a bit more clear, saying that they are private investigators and not journalists. Maybe get their heads caved in, but
So Hugo, so we go with Ambrose.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we can play the same game like we play with Romero, Jose Romero.
I mean, I think we can all go, but me and March can wait outside while you go in, and then afterwards maybe we go to see the journalist or something.
But is it not better to split and save time? I think it's not gonna be risky or dangerous.
Sure.
Maybe we can go together to the cemetery because this is like the hot spot.
Right.
But I think working with the other two. Okay, so are you coming with that, Ambrose?
Yes.
Okay,
Let's go talk to Mrs. Edwards.
Yes.
So
And then-
me and March and Hugo, we go see the journalist then.
Or
Yeah,
cemetery guy, Carlos. Well, me and Tex talked to the journalist before, so maybe we have more of a relationship with him.
did you talk in the police station?
To the newspaper last time.
Okay.
Oh, you talked to the journalist? I thought you just looked in the archives.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't talk to anyone. We only
you talk to
Yeah.
one journalist, but not the one
Yeah.
the articles. Yeah.
no, but we can go again. Is
Okay.
Hugo joining us, or are you getting your head smashed in by Carl, the angry husband?
Yeah.
Who are you asking?
Reda, Hugo, who he's
No,
joining?
I'm going with the other two.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
you're going for the fist fight with the husband.
Yeah, we need as many arms as we can get.
Yeah.
But
But
should we all first go to the cemetery?
Yeah, so we can meet
On the way, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I think it's
I
on the
think-
way. It's close by.
Yeah, we can meet at noon, right? Anders, maybe. If we have breakfast now, we head to wherever we go. The 2 groups, we can maybe meet at noon in the cemetery. Or what do you think?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, good. Yeah.
And then you can go to Grand Central Station and pick up your friends. So they will be there around 1, probably. So it'll give you like a short amount of time to talk to Carlos.
Great. So
Okay.
should we split apart first or go to the cemetery first?
No, what is the closer? I think.
I think the cemetery is closest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
should all
let's-
go.
Let's go.
Let's all go there first.
We
Okay,
can
so
see.
let's do cemetery and then wrap up, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay. So you go to the cemetery back, and now it's open. So it's a fairly small cemetery, but it's in Manhattan, so it's there are no huge cemeteries on Manhattan, but so you can, if you walk, so you come from north. So if you walk this Pitt Street that you walked yesterday, and then take a left, you come out to Stanton Street, and through that there is an entrance. And as you walk in, there's a building on the left, and there's a building on the right, and then there's a couple of smaller buildings, and a fairly big one up to the left as well, which you see is immediately that it's probably the mausoleum. The one on the left, immediately as you walk inside, is slightly harder to identify. Might be a mortuary or something like that. On the right, it's the biggest house, and that looks like a residential house. This is probably this family residential house that was mentioned in the article, or the owner's house, Nathaniel Bishop's house, you assume. So yeah, there's you can walk in, you can look around a bit if you want to. You can't see anyone except for after you have walked for 50 meters or so up into the areas. You see someone who is working in the garden. Looks like a Latino-looking person, middle-aged.
Hey, Carlos.
Órale. Órale.
You could just
Someone, yeah, he looks up and looks surprised. Like, oh. Do I know you?
Are you Carlos?
Amigo.
Te conozco?
No.
Oh.
I'm friend of Jose Romero.
José Romero. Sí.
Amigo de José Romero.
Jesus.
Jesús.
Sí, un amigo de un amigo.
Yes. Buen amigo.
So okay, but it looks a little bit. Yeah, he thinks it's a bit awkward. I think you see that he thinks this is a bit awkward. Like he's working. You surprise him. You're a group of people. He looks so okay. So but how can I help you?
Yeah, we were.
Good to meet you, Senor. But you see,
Yeah,
I'm working here, so.
So are you too busy? I was looking information because something happened with my cousin from Cuba, and this we are. Sorry.
El tuo primo.
Sí, mi primo.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then my family wants to know what's going on when we come. We are heading to other place. Sorry to disturb you. So, but yes, we were looking some information. But if you are busy, we can have a beer later. I know a good restaurant, pasta restaurant, and then we can have some beers, and we can invite you to some drinks, and then we can talk.
I'm a hard-working family man. I don't drink that much, but
cerveza fría.
So maybe we can talk in my lunch break. Like you can buy me a sandwich if you want. If you want to buy me something,
Claro, amigo.
I don't have lunch today, so.
Claro, por supuesto.
Okay, so I have lunch break at 12. So 12. Shall I meet you?
Yeah, where do you
outside?
Want to meet?
Let's meet outside.
Outside, okay.
Yeah. A friend of.
A mediodía, a las 12. Yeah. Vale.
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 So before we go, could you point out where the Greenberg family crypt is for us?
Yes. So what do you want to know? But yeah, it's up there exactly. It's on that on the north, on the side facing the Houston Street.
Yes. Well, an associate of mine has a relative buried there, and I promised him I'd take a look at the family crypt when I visited the city. So.
Okay. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. It's you will see it's the second one. It's the second one from that row that you see there.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you
Muchas
go.
gracias, Carlos. See you later.
Take care, man.
See you later.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you walk up and look at the crypt. There's
I just realized I have a 3D printed map of Manhattan on my wall here behind me.
oh yeah.
I could be looking at that.
Cool.
And yeah, Googling. Matt.
So you find it. It says Greenberg family crypt, like on a sign next to it. So it's fairly easy to identify. So it's made of pale. How do you pronounce granite in English?
Granite.
Granite. It's pale granite, darkened and stained over the years of smoke and soot to a dull, dismal gray. So there's the interior, which is dimly visible through the stained glass. Star of David at the front. So there's a glass Star of David at the front. And you can see that the interior is the finest white marble. There's a massive bronze door with a fine relief subject of Joseph showing the way. Yeah. So there's nothing unusual about it.
Mm-hmm.
Expensive looking.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to try?
And old.
I want to do a spot hidden, just
in case.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
I think I only have 25. Yeah, no.
Can I try one?
Sure.
No. 87 out
I
of
think we should
45.
just all try it.
I'm gonna try.
What are you trying to spot hidden?
Yeah.
I got it. Anders, can I find?
Oh,
Did I find
14,
anything?
right.
No. Yeah. No. You
Okay.
actually don't.
So we move forward.
I think this is good. So let's break here. Like you can.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
you're in. Yeah, we know. You're all together in the cemetery. Makes it easy to start.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can write it in the chat, Anders. You want to have notes.
No, let's do an executive summary.
Yeah, it's better.
Yep, and I've actually been writing some notes here.
In the ramp down.
So I will.
Do you see? Do you see the chat? Like.
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah. So yeah, when Anders wants sleep watch, be careful. He will.
Yeah, we know Anders has had us attacked the night before, but that was in the middle of the city.
Yeah, so these are the guys that played this in, I think, 96.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I will record a little executive summary here. So here we are. This is May 12th. And in the game world, it is March 12th. We met at the police station lunchtime We talked to a Sergeant O'Sullivan who's in charge of the case, but he wouldn't really tell us much of anything. He wasn't unfriendly, but he was like, well, give me your contact info and I will let you know if I find anything that I can tell you. We got the idea to contact our corrupt cop friend Murphy and also John Henry, both in Boston, to get them to come and help us out. They said they'd come tomorrow. Ambrose also, we did some newspaper research and then later went to the library, and like he found some indication of like a long history of weird things going on in the area, weird noises from the cemetery for decades, a lot of disappearances of young people. Tony and Hugo went to visit Jesus Romero. He told them again what he had said about the cemetery and mentioned we could talk to a guy there named Carlos. Marge and Tex went to visit Mrs. Edwards, and she was very upset and didn't want to talk about it because she felt like she'd talked about it with too many people, and her threatening husband felt like he was getting hostile and did not stick around. We all went and ate dinner. We stopped by the Stanton Street Cemetery on the way back to the hotel, but we didn't really discover anything. It was dark and we couldn't see anything. Some of us heard some noises, heard a conversation, saw a large figure moving around in there, but it was too dark to really quite see. A street vendor sold us some langos and we ate that, and he also gave Tex something to drink, which was like rocket fuel in his throat. And then we went to the hotel, slept, nothing happened. In the morning, we stopped at the cemetery to try and talk to Carlos, but he was busy working. He promised we'd come back and buy him lunch later. We stopped and looked at the Greenberg family crypt and discovered nothing unusual about it. And we were about to split up. 3 of us are going to go off and try and talk to Mrs. Edwards again. The 3 didn't talk to her yesterday. And the other 2 were going to go and try and talk to a journalist to find out more about the stories. I think that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Cool.
Pretty good.
So,
All right.
so I'll end the broadcast. Let's do 5-minute ramp down.
Yes.
Without viewers.
All right.
So bye-bye, viewers.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. See you.